Welcome to my video. Let's start this off. We all know the 878, 868, 878 UV2 Plus are all awesome, great radios. They have 4,000 memory channels, 10,000 DMR talk groups. This is for the old 878. Applies to the 878 UV2 Plus. It says in all the literature, all the brochures on this one and this one, that you have 250 zones up to 250 channels per zone. Well, what if you want to scan, put in promiscuous mode? We'll do a video on promiscuous mode next. But there's a flaw. Let me show you. Like any of my other videos, I assume you have a working knowledge of the 878, 878 UV2 Plus CPS software. So in order to start this discussion, we need to look at zones before we can get the scan list. Got to have a zone in order to have a scan list. So in my Vermont Police and EMS, more so the police, but just included that into there, I have 60 channels. This is on my 878 UV Bluetooth. It's not the Plus version. So I have 60 channels in my Vermont Police Zone number 42, 32. Well, now it's 34. I've took some out of the police that were Vermont State Police, the EMS channels, put them in the EMS zone, so that should be bumped up to 34. But even though we have 60 in that zone, it won't allow us to scan 60. Let me show you. So you're going to look down where the red lines are, the Vermont Police, Vermont Fire, EMS zones. Like I said there, I moved some out of the Vermont Police because there were State Police to EMS channel. I figured, okay, I'll put them in with the EMS. So now we're down to 49, and the Vermont Fire is 32. So I think I got to go back and correct my mistake and move those two over to the scan list, make sure they're in there. But anyways, so now we're at 49 and 34 respectively, even though I didn't make the change in the CPS. You know, what happened to 250 channels per 250 zones? The scan is only 50, regardless of however many put into there. This works on the 878 UV Bluetooth I got in 2020, but let me show you what happens on the 878 UV2 Plus. I guess I was maybe working on the wrong code plug or something when I did these screenshots. It's been a course of a couple days. So here we are in the D878 UV2 Plus firmware, or CPS software. So now you can see in zone 42, I have 58 channels, fire EMS 34. But let me show you. So here we are in the scan list for 878 UV2 Plus, my Vermont, and fire frequency, more so the Vermont Police, for my example. We have only 50 channels in the scan list. That's all it will allow me to enter. I can highlight them, I can click them, I can drag them over. I'll show you in this next window, but it does no good. So here we are in the 878 UV2 Plus Vermont Police scan list. And you can see that I want to import all 58, but for some reason, the computer in the great wisdom won't let me import Vermont State Police Bradford, Bennington Sheriff, or Addison Sheriff into the code plug. So, and then there's a few more down the list in my 1200 zone where I added more channels later on to scan and listen to more things across the state. It won't let me add those into there. So, you know, and I must admit to you that with the regular 878, and I think the 868 was the same way, back when it was version 1.22 or older, I could have 63 or 73 channels in a scan list, but I never realized that it was only scanning 50. I thought something was kind of odd. Maybe I did something wrong in the computer programming software because I was kind of new at it, a noob. But no, with the newer 878 UV2 Plus, the 2.02N, it will only allow you to put 50 into there. So you know what I'm going to do? On behalf of everybody, I'm going to reach out to Anytone and see what we can do. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it's an error they forgot about. You know, the 878 UV2 Plus has more RAM, more memory. Supposed to be larger capacity. I can't find out how much larger, but let's see what they can do for us. If you want to email Anytone, the website that I found their email address is anytone.net. So I said, sir, I've never understood why I can have 250 zones with 250 channels each if the radio is only capable of having 50 channels to a scan list. This was such a great radio, which it does. Was this not noticed or forgotten item that should have been updated a long time ago? maybe it was something they just forgot about, didn't notice. Anyways, this has bothered me since the 868, the 878, and now the 878 UV2 Plus. At least in my 878, I could add as many channels as I wanted, even though it would scan 50. So the 878 UV2 Plus will only allow me to enter 50 into a list. Arg. Anyways, and I go on to talk about, the additional memory, but I can't find any information where that is. So can the small limitation be improved upon for those of us that actually scan zones and want 250 channels in their scanning list? That would make this already great radio even better. I thank you for time and consideration, AA1PR. So we'll see what they get back to me, and hold this video for a week or two and see what happens. It's already been 3 or 4 days at the time of this video since I sent this email out, and I haven't heard anything back. So if I don't hear back from them in a week or so, we'll just publish this video, and I guess we'll all have to reach out to them or live with what it is. Anyways, please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification for future videos. If you have the heart, please support us on patreon.com/simplyhamradio. If you're going to make any purchases through Amazon, whether ham radio products or not, please use our Amazon affiliate link. If you're going to buy anything through Bridgecomm, use our affiliate link there. All those links help support this channel and keep us operating and things like that. I thank you, and thank you for being a viewer, subscriber, fan. I hope this video helped you out. 7-3.